What is up, beautiful people? It is Jennilea. I'm coming at you with a full day of eating out and also very sick. If you can't hear me, I have been fighting it off for like 5 days now. It's just getting worse. I'm gonna lose my voice, I know it, but it's all right. We're gonna do this full day of eating. I am on my way to fasted cardio right now. Basically, you do cardio without eating anything first. I do drink BCAAs during it. This is not recommended for people who are just doing like a lifestyle cut. The only reason I'm doing this is because my coach has told me to. There is no increased benefits of fasted over non-fasted or anything like that. But this is just the way my coach wants it. 30 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes post-workout. It's just to help deplete me a little bit more. And so, excuse me. So yes, I'm on my way to do my fasted cardio. I'm gonna drink my BCAAs during it. I'm drinking my coffee right now. It's okay to have coffee beforehand because it's not giving you any calories. So it just gives me energy because it is nectar from the gods. They created it so that people like me would be happy in the mornings, no matter how low carb we are. So I'm gonna do a full day of eating for you guys. And yeah, let's get to it. So I just showed up at Taryn's house. And this is what I see. As my egg whites are cooking, I have biscuits here. But I'm gonna show y'all what I have. Okay, so I have 3/4 cup of egg whites and a whole egg. I have 1/3 cup of oatmeal and then coffee because, as I said earlier, nectar of the gods. So yes, I'm gonna eat this and then we're headed off to church. Okay, there's the food. I'm going to weigh it out. Oh, here's my face. I'm gonna weigh it out just because it looks bigger. Last time he said it was like 4 ounces. It just looks like a lot of food, so I'm gonna weigh it out and just be sure. Hopefully that's probably that. So it was definitely more than 4 ounces. Last time we were told 5, but that was like close to 6. So I was glad I weighed that out, and I'm going to enjoy my food now. Yes, 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 and yes. All right, so I am home. I did some cleaning. I am now about to eat my pre-workout meal. I'm gonna go meet up with Taryn again for today, and we're gonna work out and do some posing. So this is what I'm gonna eat, my pre-workout meal. I have tilapia, asparagus, and brown rice, and then it is covered in green dragon sauce from Trader Joe's. As always, I highly doubt it'll focus. It is zero fat, less than 1 carb, and no protein, and 70 milligrams of sodium. And it's delicious. So if you like jalapenos, I definitely recommend this. It's so good. Yes, I'm gonna devour this, and then I'm gonna go get a workout in. So I don't know why I'm doing that. That was awkward. I feel really dysfunctional right now. I could not get myself together for the gym. It took me like 10 minutes just to figure out what I was doing. And then I left my access card at home and I left my headphones there. And then the headphones that are in my car, the headphones that are in my car are dead. So like, I don't know, I just don't know. Like, this lift is gonna be really interesting, but on top of that, my camera might die. So I'm gonna get as much as I can of the lift in. So it's on the charger right now. So we'll see how much this charge helps. But yes, all right, I had to tell you guys that. All right, guys, so I asked on Instagram if y'all wanted a voiceover or music. Most of you said voiceover, so here we go. Of course, we're gonna start with my warm-up. It, to me, is the most important part of the workout because without it, it's really hard to effectively get a full, good, solid workout in. So here, the over and back, I am just warming up my rotator cuffs. I'm really focusing on opening my shoulders. That's my weakest part. And then here, I'm just going around the head, really focusing on using the rear delts, using my lats, using my shoulders, everything, completely warming it up, getting the blood flow to the muscle. And really, you can see I go a little bit slower. That's my bad shoulder. On the one with my tattoo on the shoulder, that's my bad shoulder. You can see a little bit of bruising. I really make sure to warm up the shoulders and the rotator cuffs really well. It just helps whenever you're using a lot of pulling down motions. And then here, I'm just kind of warming my spine up, warming up my lower back, doing all that. The central nervous system is extremely important, especially on prep. You just kind of start to damage it because you use it so much. So here I go back and forth, and then I go side to side, warming up my obliques and stretching out my back will actually pop a few times when I do this, and it feels really nice. So I make sure I do these to warm up the central nervous system, get the spine moving, make sure the blood's completely flowing through my back. And then I'll do a little bit of good mornings and just kind of get the hamstrings working, get the lower back working, get the glutes going, because they all work together whenever you're doing anything bent over or anything like that. And then next we're gonna go to a cable. And here what I'm gonna do is I'll kind of do like some movements that I'll do in the workout, but I'm only using 5 pounds, really just getting everything warmed up. So here I'm just gonna do a simple lat push down. You can see my lat is activated before I even push down. So basically what that means is I'm not using my arm to push down, I'm using my lat to push down. So I'll think about 2 separate movements within the one. So first I have the lat activation, and then I have the actual lat push down. And I'm forcing it down through my pinky and through my elbow. I'm not thinking about pulling, I'm thinking about pushing. And I know that seems really simple, but I used to do these wrong and I'd feel them in my triceps, and I know I have a lot of people tell me that. Don't be afraid to go lighter weight, guys, because you want to feel it in the right area. If you know it's a back workout and your tricep is hurting, you might not be doing it right. So next I'm just gonna have a simple rear delt fly, focusing on driving the elbow out. And I actually have a hard time keeping my elbow up during this, which is why I'm using such a light weight, and I'm really going a little bit slower. As you can see, I'm focusing on keeping it across my chest and using the rear delt to pull the cable back. And then you'll see on this one, it'll activate and then I'll pull. So here we're gonna go activate and then pull. You'll see that slow motion at the beginning because it's me. I'm really focusing on which muscle I'm using. One thing that helps me is I will actually picture what my back looks like, and I'll think about the exact part of my back that I want to be using to activate this. I activate the rear delts because they all work together when you're doing back, and in this way everything is warm. Here I'm just doing like a simple row. I'm really focusing on getting the lat involved, getting the traps involved, rear delts, everything. Again, you can see it activate before I use it. And I don't do a whole ton of these because I've already done the other things beforehand. So I'm really just making sure it's all warmed up together. And so on this next movement, it's gonna be strictly a lat movement since I do have pull-ups and lat pull-downs, as you'll see in the workout. I wanna make sure the lats are really warm, really ready to get the blood flow all the way to them. So here I'm just gonna go behind the head and I'm pulling down with the lat. I think about, and I know a lot of you might not be competitors, I think about doing my lat spread. So you can think about just making your back as wide as you can while you're pulling it down. And then I think about pulling my elbow behind me. So here again, you'll see I'll activate and then I'll pull. So activate, pull. You'll see that slight movement of my back first before you see my arm fully moving, which I know is a little bit harder to see to the untrained eye. But yes, that is the workout part of this, or the warm-up part of this workout. So let's get into the workout. So we're gonna start with assisted pull-ups. And here you don't have to worry about the weight, you really wanna worry about form. So what I do here is, a lot of people will say to tuck your rotator or your shoulder blades into your back pocket and then pull from the elbows. I really wanna make sure I'm not using my biceps, so I think about pulling my shoulder blades together. Next, we are going to do a simple lat pull down. Again, you want to see how I'm activating my back first. I pull with my back and then I pull even more with my back, if that makes sense. I just want to fully activate it and make sure I'm not using my biceps or my rear delts. So I'll pull with my back and then I will completely pull through the elbows, keeping my elbows wide. Next, we're gonna do a seated cable row. I have a hard time activating anything with these, so that's why you see my chest is more forward. Some people need to do it differently, do whatever fits you best. I keep my chest forward and up a little bit. And again, I'm thinking about pulling my rear delts together and trying to get them to touch so I can activate everything. Next movement, we're gonna have a dumbbell row. Again, I'm trying to pull my elbows together on this one. I don't wanna use my biceps. I don't wanna use my rear delts. I'm focusing on getting my rear delts and my elbows to touch in the back and really focus on that squeeze at the top. You don't need to worry about weight. You wanna worry about form. And if you can go higher, then go higher, but make sure your form is there. Here, you're gonna have a lat pull over. And you can kind of see in my lats a little bit that I'm activating them before I pull them down, because that is one of my weakest parts. I'm really activating the serratus anterior, which comes from the spinal cord around, or like the rib cage around into the front of the rib cage. It pulls the rib cage back when you do your front pose and stuff like that. That's one of my biggest problems. I focus on making sure my core is as tight as I can get it, almost like a vacuum. And then I want to pull the weight over my head. You don't need to, again, don't worry about going heavy. Worry about your form. If you're doing it correctly, you are going to feel it. I promise you. After this, we're going to do a burnout, and we're just going to do 3 sets of pull-ups until failure. Even if you only get 1, that's okay. You want to do as many as you can. You're here to burn it out. Get whatever is left in you out. They should be difficult. They should not be easy. So good luck, guys. Have a good workout. All right, so I just got home. It is 8:30 at night. I'm having my 4th meal. I still have 2 more after this, but I'm so excited about this. It is tuna steak and broccolini. I wish my camera was better. Yeah, tuna steak and broccolini. Oh my God. I'm so excited for this meal right now. Let's taste it. I'm just so excited. Ooh. You know what, guys? My goal is to get a new camera and like, maybe at the end of the year. It's as good as tuna steak and broccolini could be. That's about it. It's still plain and boring and prep food. Yes. I'm gonna eat this and then I'll show you all my next one. I forgot to show you guys that meal. I was really excited. Oh, my hair's probably sticking out. I was really excited because I was really hungry, and these are the first carbs I've had since like I'd say about noon. No, like 2. It's 10:20. I went like 8 hours with no carbs. So I had sweet potato, broccoli, and more tilapia. Yay! So yeah, that was what I just had, and it was awesome because I love sweet potatoes. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all my next meal because I'm super tired, so just in case I don't remember to show you guys, I'm gonna do a scoop of protein and a tablespoon. Okay, so here's my peanut butter. Yes. And then currently, y'all know the lighting in my house is awful. Currently, this is my protein. Oh, if you can see that. That's my protein. Normally I wouldn't do a whey isolate before bed, but I'm cheap and that's all I have. And I'm not gonna go get more protein when I already have protein. So I'm just gonna finish that tub, and then I'm probably gonna get a tub of like level 1 first form because theirs is really good. So yeah, I get the protein and then the peanut butter. and some fiber. Yum. I get that. Oh, you can't see that. Oh, these are all my supplements. And then this is the fiber. Yeah, this is my supplements. I don't take a lot of this. Yeah, I have a lot of supplements. I don't take a lot of that anymore. It's just kind of stuff I actually probably need to get rid of. But yeah, I'm gonna do that in like probably 20 minutes. Oh my god, look at how cute my dog is. Oh, look at that. Like, how just, oh my god. I just don't get it. Look at this handsome guy. Say hi. Say hi, buds. Look at his ears. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's my little tiny rant about my dog. My rant. He's cute. Alright, we are outie 5,000. Say bye. Bye.